Hello, welcome to Tip Tuesday. I'm Melanie Rushing with Mental Sweet Spot. Today I'm going to talk about 3 tips for being mentally tougher based on Dr. Sean Richardson's TED Talk regarding mental toughness. Alright, here we go. So, whoops, I started at the bottom again. Let's go back up. So, the first tip I have for you is to work with your feelings. So, this was kind of a eye-opening moment for me in my playing career, that you get to choose when it comes to your feelings, emotions, and thoughts. So they can all go through your head, they will all happen, you can't avoid them, but you get to choose to give power to them or not. So feelings of being nervous, anxious, even scared, they're going to happen, but you don't have to be a slave to them. So take note about what you're feeling. Notice, like, whew, I'm really nervous before this game. Or, okay, this at bat is really getting in my head, I'm starting to overanalyze. But then you get to decide what to do next. There are all sorts of tools for calming your brain, calming your body, and then moving on. And then focus on the next task at hand to get past those feelings that are pretty distracting. Next tip, keep your eye on the big picture. So be okay with failing now. So here's the tricky part. No one likes failing, but you have to teach yourself to look at it as just an objective thing that happens and gives you feedback. Because the better you are dealing with it now, the more likely you are to succeed bigger later. So if I have a bad at bat, my first at bat, whiffed at a changeup, watched a pitch down the middle, I could crumble. I feel terrible about it, or I can learn from it, attack the pitch she threw down the middle earlier, calm myself more, know that I am nervous, so my energy is too high, let's calm it down a little bit. And then don't get hung up on that failure. It happened, there's no going back. The only thing you have control over now is making sure you don't repeat that same failure. And the way to do that is to let it go and move on. Final tip, I love this one. Fail going 100%. Failure is going to happen, so why not go big? I had a quote from one of my girls that she brought to the team, and I love it. Fail harder. Because that gives you the best information. If you go into a game nervous and kind of half giving effort, you're not going to know what you could have done. And let me tell you, anybody who's out of the game now or has been through a lot can tell you regret is way worse than fear. So if I look back on a game where I could have done something else, or I should have tried this or that, it has a way worse feeling than looking back and being like, ooh, I was nervous, but I at least went for it. There's no regret when you give your all. So even if you're not okay with the outcome, if you've given your all, you don't regret it. Maybe you have a ton to learn from that failure, that mistake, or that game, but you don't regret going through it because you failed going 100%. So these are just 3 tips for being mentally tougher. Please note the word choice there, being, not becoming, not attempting to be. You choose to be mentally tougher. So I hope that this helped you today. You can start there and really move forward in this journey. So head over to the blog to see the full TEDx video of Dr. Richardson and get a little bit more in depth for his speech. And also, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and share. I'm more than willing to field questions, answers, all sorts of things you can throw at me. So I hope you enjoyed this, and have a good day.